You think of snow, Christmas trees, sleigh bells, and of course, you quickly start thinking about the Nutcracker. And there's something about the ballet that just gets you into the season spirit.
It really does. So we are so lucky to have the talented Children's Ballet Theater putting it on this year right here in mid-Michigan. And here to share all the details is Jessie, Ella, and Lola. Welcome back into Studio 10.
Yes, thanks so much for having us.
All right, well, thank you all for joining us. But first, let's start with the story of the Nutcracker. Tell us what makes it such a classic, wonderful show.
Definitely a holiday classic, kind of an iconic story of we follow Clara and just kind of we start in a party and we follow then as she goes to sleep, as she goes on this journey through a battle scene and a snow scene and angels and sweets, and we kind of end up at the end. Was that did this actually happen, or was it actually a dream?
Right.
So it's kind of a fun story.
Very, very visual. And
Yes.
obviously going through this journey of dance and song, there's got to be so much rehearsal. So you have to tell us a little bit about how you're able to put all this on. How much hours do you guys put into it?
Yeah, so we practice on the weekends, Saturday and Sunday, usually like 4 hours a day.
4 to 5 hours a day. Oh my goodness. Well, again, we get a chance to see all that hard work come to fruition. But tell us, is there any challenging parts about putting together the Nutcracker from both of your points?
I would say one of the biggest, the hardest parts is maybe changing roles throughout the years and having to figure out how to really capture each character, and also obviously point work and partnering is always difficult no matter what role you are. So.
Something choreographically that's kind of challenging is maybe in the battle scene I have soldiers choreography, I have mice choreography, I have the Nutcracker choreography, I have guardian angel choreography, so Clara choreography, so and then they all have to weave and sometimes come together, and so just all the fun of dance, really.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts, but there's always that big learning curve that we all kind of get eventually at some point.
Definitely, without a doubt.
Yes, I love seeing the point shoes, all of that. So incredible. I always am like, how do they do it? But points, shoes, of course, are just part of your guys' costumes too. And I see that you have your tiaras on, the crowns. What kind of element do the costumes tell, and how do they add to the story? I'm sure obviously they help you get into character.
Yeah, the costumes definitely bring the characters to life, and they're handmade by our wardrobe people.
Yes, we are parent volunteered, so we are very lucky for all the sweat and all the heart and all the work that goes into the costumes. Our props, everything is from our parents, so yeah.
That is awesome. A lot of parts, a lot of hands that go on to making this such a beautiful, and a lot of toes, that go into making this a beautiful production. And of course, we can see the show Thanksgiving weekend at Lansing Eastern High School.
Yes.
But how do you hope the shows inspire audiences this holiday season?
I hope it inspires them just to be joyous and to feel the spirit of the holiday season, and just to support the arts really in general.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Especially supporting ballet too. I think sometimes people think ballet is, oh, this beautiful, this graceful, which it is, but it's a giant sport that sometimes we see football players trying to get. Kind of talk a little bit about the technique that you need to put on these iconic movements that you see during the show.
Yeah, there's a lot of training behind it. We go to classes all throughout the week, and we still have weekend rehearsals as well. So it takes a lot of hard work, but we've been doing
you have to balance a lot, like school, and then also balance dance. And
and be balancing on your toes, right?
That is awesome. A lot of work that goes into this, not just on the stage, but off the stage, putting this all together. What's been the most exciting part for the both of you two, kind of putting the Nutcracker together?
Friends. We've made such good friendship over the year.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Friendship is so important, not just around the holidays, but year-round. I love that. Well, we're going to see our friends perform, so you definitely want to stick around after the break because we're going to get a sneak peek into the finale of the Nutcracker. That's all next. Stay with us.